Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Gatry Killings. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Here's what's happening today. Last week, we told you about the global cyberattack that hit dozens of U.S. federal, state, and local agencies. At the time, authorities did not know the extent of the damage. Now they do. Security experts say the private data of millions of Americans has been exposed. For example, officials in Oregon and Louisiana say anyone with a driver's license in those states could be a victim. Federal officials are blaming a Russian-speaking gang of hackers who call themselves CLOP. They are known to demand multi-million-dollar ransoms to delete the data. Cybersecurity experts say beware of anyone asking you to give up vital personal information in person or online. So be careful. Today is May. No, it's not. Today is Monday, June 19th, or Juneteenth. It is a U.S. federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. On June 19, 1865, Union Army General Gordon Granger told slaves in Galveston, Texas, they had been freed. But it was almost 3 years after President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Members of the Black community have celebrated the day for hundreds of years. The U.S. federal government made the day an official holiday 3 years ago. Across the country, African Americans will celebrate with cookouts, fireworks, and parties while sipping red drinks to honor and remember their ancestors' bloodshed and endurance. Allies can also support Juneteenth by visiting an African American history museum, addressing food insecurity in the Black community by donating to a food bank, and donating to organizations committed to economic empowerment, social justice, health equity, and community service projects. WNBA star Brittney Griner had an emotional reunion with the people who helped secure her release from a Russian prison. She was initially detained in February of last year. A Russian court found her guilty of drug possession and later sentenced her to 9 years in prison. But the Biden administration worked out a prisoner swap for Griner last December. And she finally got the chance to meet with members of the national security team in Washington, D.C. The reunion came after Griner's WNBA team, the Phoenix Mercury, played the Washington Mystics in D.C. More than a dozen people who worked on Griner's case attended the game. Dr. Anthony Fauci has a warning for everyone. He says even though COVID cases are way down right now, a new variant could quickly change that. Fauci spoke Saturday at a university in Italy. He said the world needs to remain vigilant to control and manage COVID so it doesn't quickly mutate into variants that current treatments and immunities cannot control. Fauci said the likelihood of that happening is not known, but it's not impossible. He says he agrees with the World Health Organization's assessment that the virus is no longer a global health emergency. But he said it will take diligence for it to stay that way. He also said the large amount of misinformation about COVID and its treatments was tragic because it resulted in hundreds of thousands of people, or perhaps millions, refusing to be vaccinated. Have you noticed when you're scrolling through TikTok that you're seeing more and more older people popping up on your feed? That's because more senior citizens are acting, dancing, cooking, teaching, and allowing people into their lives on social media. And they have millions of followers. They are called Grandfluencers, and they are locking in huge deals with companies by generating billions of dollars with their brand. Four friends from Palm Springs, known as the Old Gay Guys, on TikTok have 11 million followers and have partnered with Hyundai. Yogurt maker Chobani noticed 74-year-old Lynn Davis's cooking videos and her 15.7 million followers. And TikTok influencers The Retirement House, which is about 6 strangers living in a house, promotes lotion maker CeraVe. For many Grandfluencers, this is fun and doesn't feel like work. And it's a great way to connect with millions of people decades younger than them. Cool. I just want to let you know, old gay seniors are my favorite. The only thing wilder than the recent severe weather that hammered the Southeast was some of the video captured during the event. Like this. That is a recording of a seemingly endless lightning storm over Pensacola, Florida. It was captured from a plane flying overhead. One passenger on the plane said it was one of the most incredible things he'd ever seen. Concert goers in Alabama also caught the nonstop lightning show. It was a spectacular sight, but a reminder and a word of warning. According to the CDC, you can be struck by lightning from as far as 10 miles away, even if there is no rain. The risk is low. However, the injuries from lightning strikes are serious, including death. So be prepared. Check the weather before engaging in outdoor activities. And if thunderstorms are in the forecast, change your plans or make sure shelter is nearby. Congratulations to Loki. Loki is a 5-year-old Rottweiler officially earning her degree from the University of Maryland, Baltimore this weekend. She trained as a service dog while her owner, Dr. Caroline Benzel, attended medical school. Loki served in trauma centers during her training. And she and Benzel passed out care supplies to healthcare workers during the pandemic. Now, the two are off to West Virginia University for Dr. Benzel's residency, and Dr. Loki will continue her special brand of healing. Cool. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay cool.